Good afternoon. How is everybody doing today? I am James the Weatherman. Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about potentially for severe weather on Wednesday, Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. We might see a few isolated thunderstorms in the morning, but I'm looking at the severeness in the afternoonish. I hope everybody's doing good today, and I hope everybody had a great Easter. Let's get right into it. So, Storm Prediction Center has issued for the day two a slight risk for parts of Missouri, uh, all of Arkansas basically, and a good chunk of Louisiana and most of Mississippi. There's a slight risk of severe thunderstorms across portions of the lower Mississippi Valley. Scattered severe thunderstorms are expected across the lower Mississippi Valley, with other isolated severe storms possible farther north over the middle Mississippi Valley. Lower Mississippi Valley region, shortwave trough now moving through the central Rockies will continue east-southeast through the southern plains and lower to mid Mississippi Valley Wednesday. So we already have this this trough is already set up. It's over the Rockies right now. There's actually producing snow in some parts, but today we are talking about the severe weather for tomorrow. If you are in we if you're in Memphis, um, Jackson, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee, any part of Arkansas, I would stay weather aware tomorrow. Um, Definitely until I think this is going to become linear. As of right now, it could change, but I just keep an eye out. The degree and extent of tornado threat will depend on the sufficient boundary layer destabilization can occur, given likelihood of widespread low clouds in warm sector. And we'll look at some of the soundings. But some severe threat, mainly in form of damaging winds, will continue uh, through this severe weather situation, and we will overnight across portions of lower Mississippi Valley as well. And they may issue an enhanced risk for severe storms. Storm Prediction Center may issue an enhanced risk, but nonetheless, you need to stay weather aware. I do plan on I have a few things I gotta do tomorrow, so that's why I'm putting out this video. Hopefully, I can stream, um, but look, keep an eye on YouTube. Let's look at the probabilistics. Let's go on over to the Storm Predictions website. This is the spc.noaa.gov. You guys can go over there and look at it. But basically, the same thing we were looking at before. Tornado threat, mainly the 5% risk is in for Memphis, Tennessee, Shreveport, Louisiana, Little Rock, Arkansas, Jackson, Mississippi, and Springfield, Missouri. We had damaging winds, 15% chance in Memphis, Tennessee, Shreveport, Louisiana, Little Rock, Arkansas, Jackson, Mississippi, and Jackson, Tennessee. Hail, we have that 15% risk for Shreveport, Louisiana, Little Rock, Arkansas, Springfield, Missouri, Tyler, Texas, and Longview, Texas. So we have that in that Texas range. Let's head on over back to WSV3. And let's take this off and let's look at the model. Before we go look at the soundings, we're going to look at models. Leave a comment. Tell me how your day is going. If you guys are in the Discord, you can let me know there as well. Hope everybody had a great Easter. Let's start at about 11 a.m. 11 a.m. We have a few storms over here. Not too worried about the severity of these storms. We're going to start watching these isolated storms that are going to pop up south of Kansas, or Kansas City, and west of Springfield, west of Springdale, near Fort Smith. That's at 11 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Let's move on over to noon tomorrow. Kind of in the same. Now this is just a model. The radar is not going to look like this. 100% the radar will not look like this tomorrow. Definitely because we were 29 hours out. Well, actually we're like 24 hours. This model, current model is ran at 12Z. So we're 29 hours from the 12Z run. Go 1 p.m. This is the HRRR is showing that we have a few strong isolated severe weather that's going to be in the Missouri area. So beware of that. Possibly some hail, damaging winds. And I think the threat for down here, I think it won't be until later as this pushes up. We're gonna look at some of the soundings. This is 4 p.m., 5 p.m. A lot of rain, likely hail, damaging winds, and I can't rule out an isolated tornado or two. But I would keep an eye on this border, the border of Missouri and Arkansas. That's a main concern of mine in this kind of border. I'll show you some soundings when we get into it a little bit more. But overnight hours, as you can see, like I said earlier, I think it's going to become a QLCS linear squall line, and I think it's going to produce damaging winds, a lot of rain, heavy rainfall. Flash flooding is likely with these, and then an isolated tornado or two cannot be ruled out. And then we continue moving, and I think it's once we get to probably about midnight, it's going to be out of Arkansas. You still have that tail end of in Louisiana. The severe threat by midnight, I think, in Louisiana will be done. Severity of these storms, I'm not too worried about. Nashville, you're likely going to expect some strong winds, but I cannot rule out a tornado or two tomorrow within the Tennessee area. Cannot rule out any severe weather. We're going to keep an eye tomorrow or later tonight to see if they issue an enhanced risk for severe. It'll likely be for it'll be probably 10%. They may keep 5 to 10% for tornado risk, and then they're gonna hire for damaging winds. 100%. They will. They might even put a hatched area for damaging winds tomorrow. So we're looking at a significant wind event, possibly a tornado or two, and we could see some hail. Now let's go and look at. Now, if you made it to this point in the video, make sure you leave a like, hit the bell, subscribe, and look forward to more videos and live streams Okay, let's go down. Basically, we already looked at this on WSV3. We've seen that this line right here. We've seen that line on WSV3. We already know about it. The question is what are we looking about for the severity of this line of storms? So convective available potential energy, we're looking at tomorrow in that range. According to the HRRR, we're looking at mostly Arkansas. It looks like mid to upper, um, well, southern part looking like mid to upper 1500 to 2000 joules per kilogram. Northern, right on that borderline that I said. That's what I'm keeping an eye on the borderline as of right now. That could change tomorrow. It could change tonight, but that's what I'm looking at. Let's look at the energy. Really concerned about this right on this. So this white dotted line is the capping inversion. So for any storms to produce, they would have to break the cap. So do I see it happening? Yeah, I see it clearing out during the day, and I see some low tops blowing out, and we might see some here or there damaging winds, possibly large hail, and isolated one or two tornadoes. We can look at the significant tornado perimeter real quick. I don't really look at this all that well because sometimes this can give bad readings. Like we have a reading down here that 3, that's capped 398. We may have a significant supercell on this, but the photographs are very lenient. And we're not really seeing a very well tilted air mass. Oh, it is. It's tilted air mass. But let's check the hail. I'm gonna, like I said, keep an eye on that border of Arkansas and Missouri, and that could change. That could that could change because this is the HRRR. This is the 12Z run. But I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and we will stay tuned for tomorrow because if there is a live stream, it'd be nice if you guys are all there. Come on. So lifted index right on that That's where I see. So just stay tuned to the Discord. Stay tuned to YouTube, community tab. I may post in there, but for sure join Discord, and for sure stay tuned for tomorrow's stream if I do plan on streaming. If I'm able to stream, I do plan on streaming, but there's a few things I have to do before I stream. So I hope everybody has a good day, and stay weather aware.